video I'm going to be attempting to make a dinosaur crochet present for my brother for his birthday. Now I'll be using this tutorial here, and my vision is to have a big dinosaur and then kind of maybe have like a flap in its belly or something, and then in the flap are loads of mini dinosaurs. So that's the vision. The tutorial is for a mini baby dinosaur, but I'm figuring I can just make it bigger to make the big one. I'm whispering so my brother doesn't hear me. I actually have quite a lot of time for this because his birthday is not until May and it's currently April. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get quite a few mini dinosaurs done. So I've done my first mini dinosaur as a tester, and this is kind of, I was testing out the pattern, just seeing what it looks like, and I've already noticed quite a few mistakes and kind of things I want to change because I use essentially the tutorial used a chunky yarn and I'm not using a chunky yarn, so I've noticed some adjustments that I need to make. Like, for example, he's got like arms and legs but they're not protruding enough, so I'm gonna make them protrude more. I'll probably make the spikes a bit bigger as well, maybe make his head a bit skinnier, and the mouth, I'm not not loving that. He looks like a duck, but it was the first try. But I still think he's cute. The first one, hopefully the first of many. So, done my practice. I think now I'm gonna try and make another one in a different colour. But as I go, I will be writing down the tutorial instructions, because for this one I just followed the video. I want to write down all the instructions, but with my adjustments, because I'm gonna change some things to try and make him look a little bit more dinosaur-esque, but I'm happy with him. He's really cute. So this is the first of hopefully many babies to come. So I went through the tutorial again and wrote the instructions out and made one as I was doing that, but I did him wrong. I did him inside out, because essentially when you make it you have to flip it inside out, which hides the like tail on the head, and I didn't flip it, which means that his like tail was a bit weird, but I'm still going to keep him and make him part of the family. I think I also put his eyes in too close together, and I haven't done the spikes or the mouth yet, because I think I'm just gonna make a few of these and then add all the spikes and mouths later on. I've also ordered the chunky yarn for the mum, so yeah, while I wait for that I'm just gonna get on making as many of these as possible. I have realised though I essentially will make them until I run out of eyes, so when I run out of eyes, that's when we've got enough babies. But yeah, I now have the right method, so hopefully I can make a lot more. Crochet dino update. I now need to take the babies that I've made so far and add on their spikes, add on their mouths, and tuck in the ends. So I'm going to show you how many I have right now. So this is my little army of dinosaurs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But yeah, this one is the one that I did originally. That is a bit interesting, but yeah, they just all need mouths and they all need to have their tails tucked in. So moving on to the mummy dino, I actually ended up using an entirely different tutorial. I used this one here, and that was because I started out doing the tutorial I used for the mini dinos, and I just realized it just was not working. It was not adding that up, and I'm sure a more skilled crocheter would have been able to size it up, but I don't have those skills yet, so I just decided to find a different tutorial entirely, which is one I showed you, and here is my finished dino. Now he's kind of wonky. He's a little bit wonky, but I love him. He's the first ever like bigger teddy that I've ever made, and I think he has character. I think if I were to make him again, I'd be using a different yarn, because this is like it's not a fluffy yarn, it's like a hard yarn. So he's solid, like he's a solid dinosaur, but I'm still very happy with it, and I think my brother will really like him, and I just love the like pastel colour palette of it as well. I also mentioned that I might add a little pouch in the stomach for the babies to go in, but as soon as this was made I realised that's not happening. There's no space, and also the nature of the yarn, a pouch just wouldn't have done what I wanted it to do. So I decided instead to go with a little bag for the dino to hold, and in the bag are all the babies. So I had this bag anyway, like I'd made it quite a while ago, so it was just perfect. And essentially the dino wears the bag, and that's what happens. This is the dino wearing the bag, and I just think it's so cute. He's just carrying around his little babies in his little bag. You could just put him on your side and have him sat there, or get his babies out, whatever you want to do. I'm really happy with him and all the babies that I made, and I think that my brother's really going to love it. Hopefully. I've been trying to hide it from him, but he did actually catch a glimpse of it. Luckily the dinosaur was in, he was like a head and a neck, and that was it. And my brother picked it up. He didn't have spikes, he had eyes, didn't have spikes, didn't have arms, legs, anything. My brother picked it up and was like, what's this? So I was quickly like, oh, it's like something I'm crocheting, but I didn't say like what it was. And he said, it's a dinosaur, isn't it? I was like, wow, don't know how he knew that. So hopefully he'll really like it when I give it to him this Saturday. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I will link the tutorials that I use down below. I didn't follow them exactly correctly. My things didn't actually end up looking like what they look like on the tutorial, but I'll still link them down below in case you wanted to try it for yourself. But yeah, that's the end of the video.